Get set for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, presented by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. Strap yourself in because we're about to get started for this wonderful tournament. Let's go. Hello everyone, I'm Luke Elvey, thrilled to have you with us here. I've got Rich Beam beside me in the booth, and out on the course as always is Henny Koyak and John McCarthy. All right, Beamer, you've played them all, you know only too well. In terms of the PGA Tour, where does the Copperhead course at Innisbrook Resort rank as one of the toughest?
Copperhead, does that sound like a friendly kind of snake to you? Something that you want to go up and pet and kind of hang out with and pal around and show your friend? Yeah, no, neither would I, yeah. That's what you get when you go to the Copperhead golf course. I mean, it swirls back and forth, it winds in and out, and it's probably, I think, one of the hardest driving golf courses we have on the PGA Tour. The guys who drive it straight, they love it. You know, obviously iron game and all that's important, but I think it comes down to if you drive it well, you're going to have more opportunities to find these smallish type greens. But again, there's nothing really super friendly or fun about a golf course named after a lethal snake that lives in the water. Yeah, no thanks.
Great shot. Second shot on the second. Well, this one's going right at the flag. Well, that'll be one of the shots of the day, that's for sure. Why don't we catch up with Will Zalatoris?
Currently top 10 on the FedEx Cup points list.
Just a short putt remaining here. Currently has a share of second place.
Gotta like it, moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
Rich, it's a challenge, to say the very least, the third hole.
Yes, most players aren't going to take out driver as they just want to lay it back of the water that creeps out on the right-hand side. From there, it shortens up the second shot, believe it or not, to a green that pitches from right to left fairly severely. Your misses can't be out to the right with your second shot. That is a no-no.
That's some good golf right there. Playing this one about 130 yards out. Chosen the pitching wedge here. And tidy looking shot, that one.
Oh, he's trying to silence the young buck Will Zalatoris with that one. Really putting his cards out on the table. Brilliant stuff.
Job done. Let's head to the next. And that performance will now take him to 3 under par.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard, never a bad thing.
The fourth hole, the first of the par threes on the property, and you've got to be dialed in on your number.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Well, that's comfortably on the dance floor. Well played. Oh, that just brushed past the hole. Now let's switch our attention to Will Zalatoris.
Currently top 30 in the FedEx Cup points list.
Okay, time to return to the action. Lining up the birdie putt here. Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And he has now taken sole possession of the lead here. Stretching out over 600 yards means the par 5 fifth is no snack.
It is. Luke, I rarely say that par 5s on the PGA Tour are challenging, but this is definitely one of them.
It's an uphill tee shot and a second shot that is downhill, moving from right to left. That's completely blind for these players. There is a tree about 100 yards out, which is going to be something they aim at when they lay up. Third shot, though, is very basic, down the hill to a fairly flat green surrounded by some bunkers. More than likely, most players are going to have to lay it up on this par 5.
Well, every week there's a certain bunch of players that everyone keeps an eye on. This one seems to be exactly in that company. One of the strong favourites to win, don't you think, Rich?
Luke, absolutely. Week in and week out, this player has consistently performed at the highest level. I got to believe he's a lot of people's favorites to win this tournament.
Here is his fourth. That's outstanding.
He's only gone and chipped in for birdie. Nice.